When Sadie Sink first appeared in Netflix's Stranger Things Season 2, it was immediately obvious that she was the perfect actor to play Maxine, Max, Mayfield. Max was the cool tomboy skater who had the highest score on Dig Dug, and Sink, with her vibrant red hair and permanent scowl, embodied her tough girl attitude perfectly. In the next season, Sink's rapport with star Millie Bobby Brown became one of the highlights of the season, as Max and Eleven bonded over how dumb boys can be. And while Stranger Things fans are still waiting for Season 4, likely releasing in early 2022, at least Netflix subscribers can catch Sink doing her tough girl tomboy thing, and doing it very well, in Fear Street Part 2 to 1978. The second installment in Netflix's horror movie trilogy, which is loosely based on the R.L. Stine book series of the same name, stars Sink as a teenager named Ziggy Berman, who is attending summer camp with her sister, Cindy, Emily Rudd, in the year 1978. Ziggy and Sam hail from the town of Shadyside, which, if you saw the first Fear Street movie, you know is a struggling, downtrodden city where it's not out of the ordinary for people to go on murderous rampages. While Cindy is a goody two-shoes who thinks she can escape Shadyside by following the rules and dating a model boy from the affluent rival town of Sunnyvale, Ziggy has resigned herself to being stuck in Shadyside forever. As a result, she's angry, bitter, and acts out by doing things like setting the camp flag on fire and graffitiing the outhouse stalls. In many ways, Ziggy from Fear Street feels like a side quest story for Max from Stranger Things. That time Max Mayfield was born 10 years earlier, got sent to summer camp, and also had an older sister. Like Max, Ziggy comes from a broken family and doesn't hesitate to tell everyone she doesn't agree with where to shove it. But unlike Stranger Things, Fear Street is rated R, meaning Sink, who is 19, can actually swear. It's also very violent and bloody, so to keep that in mind if you're only watching the horror movie for Sink. In fact, swearing is the first thing we hear from Ziggy in her first scene in the film, chanting shit over and over again as she runs from the mean girl at camp from whom she stole. From there, it's a never-ending stream of four-letter words, and honestly, it's delightful. You can see why Ziggy feels the situation in the opening scene calls for harsh language. The kids are quite literally prepared to burn her at the stake. They have her tied up and everything, before she's rescued by the dashing Nick Goode, Ted Sutherland, the son of the Sunnyvale police sheriff. Photo, Netflix. It's her scenes with Sutherland where Sink's unsentimental charm shines through the brightest. Ziggy refuses to be grateful for the rescue, opting to flip Nick off instead. "How can I ever repay you?" she asks Nick, her voice dripping with sarcasm.